Yo, what's going on? We're back with the rest of the semifinal games between myself and Biyishun13 versus Kush. I won the first game, but now we're on the second game. Yeah, so let's get into it and see how it goes. We got, I think, yeah, exactly the same armies from both sides, and that will continue to be a trend. So yeah, still Chirax as well. We both wanted to play on this map, although he has had the upper ground both games because I didn't know. I chose the map in the first game, but I didn't know which side was the right side, so I ended up being on the downhill, which was unfortunate. But this time he chose the map so he can keep the uphill. Just go through the armies again real quick. So for me, I have 5 Nabataea Noble Cav, 4 archers, or Nabataea heavy archers. I have 3 pikes in the center, 2 armored desert hoplites on the flanks, 4 Nabataean axe warriors, and 2 Nabataean swords. For Biyishun, we have 3 slingers, slave slingers, 4 Kushite slave spearmen, 1 Kushite slave infantry, a lot of slaves going on here, 4 shotels, 1 Kushite pike, 4 armored desert cav, and 3 Kushite road guard. Again, the cav spam approach, and again, I'm rotating, shifting to the right here, just trying to gain a bit of the hill back. So yeah, you can see I'm just shifting. If he lets me shift, I'm going to keep doing it. Now he comes to meet me, which is the right decision, so you can keep the hill. Here I'm just going to shoot his slingers. Again, same idea. Pretty much everything is exactly the same in terms of theory here. I'm just going to try to kill as many of the slingers as I can. He's going to rush, so I don't expect to be able to use all my ammo. So if I can kill some slingers, stop him from focusing my general and pikes and stuff, that would be ideal. And you saw in the previous game, like, he almost killed my general, went down to 20 men or so. So yeah, those slingers can do damage if you have to commit your general. But yeah, we're just keep shifting here. This is actually good for me. He's trying to rush the left again. He should be trying to rush this flank probably to keep the hill. But by rushing this flank, I'm allowed to rotate and kind of keep the hill. I should probably be rotating again here, but I wanted to get some shots on this cav, so I'm going to do that. And see, yeah, as they're running this way, it's pretty free. He also has like no units here, so yeah, I'm a bit out of position here. I need to re-rotate here or just shift. And you can see I'm doing that now. I'm just shifting all my infantry. And this is fine because, yeah, you can see I still have 2 infantry to block his cav rush, so this is still okay. And again, here I just rotate out because I see he's just overwhelming this flank. I should shift, so I do. I should probably, yeah, his cav is in range here, should probably be shooting that. But anyway, get out nicely. So he doesn't get any shots with this Kushite slaves from me yet, which is nice. He might. Yeah, I threw a few javelins, they missed. Trying to shoot his cav still. Yeah, a couple casualties so far, nothing much though. But the HP damage is always super valuable. So now I decide he's moving laterally here, so I'm just gonna come and meet him. I expect I can get better charges like this. But you can see one of the big problems right now is that I shifted, but still not really enough. You can see his last melee unit is here. I have 1, a pike, 2, 3, 4 units, 2 cav, 2 archers, way out of the fight. So he's in a good place here for the rush. The good thing for me though is that he doesn't have enough infantry over on the support yet. If I tie down these 2 units, right, these units have a long way to come before they can support a cav fight, whereas I have 2 units close in support. So it's not terrible, but could be better. His charge is decent there, but I do block it, so it's actually not decent. Getting everything here, this is a great charge for me. His Kushite roll guard does come in here, and it charges a hoplite though, so it's not great. This Kushite roll guard gets a nice rear charge though on my Nabataea Noble Cav. My general charges in here, and this is a mistake. You can see I wanted to get in here. That's fine. It did. It was a nice charge. It blocked a lot of units, but and my support is close. But with the gen, it's just not worth it. He's gonna take a lot of fire. He has to try to retreat out of this blob with like 5, 6, 7 infantry units. So he's gonna take a lot of losses doing that. And you really need the general to be healthy because again, he's gonna be an easy target for slinger focuses. I haven't been able to kill many slingers here. And once the main engagement starts, you want to just shoot cav. I'm pretty sure it's not worth shooting the slingers. You just don't have the time for that. You just have to hope that your 4 archers can kill faster than 3 slingers, which they definitely will. So yeah, you don't want to waste time shooting the slingers at this point. So my general comes in here. I'm trying to get my support in, and you can see I'm gonna get good engagement. But the problem is, like, yeah, he gets stuck here for a sec. I don't think I'm the fastest. I'm moving him out of here. Here, yeah, it's pretty fast, but you already lost 10 men. And, you know, the HP damage is going to be significant. Nice shots into the Kush guards, though. Again, my Axe Warriors are in support. It's fine if they get charged here, you know, like, it's not ideal, but, you know, these cav aren't going to do too much on this kind of blob charge with units trying to retreat. So my general, yeah, you can see it down 15 men, but I will get a nice engagement in the center here if I can stabilize everything. My pikes are in a good position. You can see blocking out here. This pike is way out of position though, and these hoplites and stuff way out of position. So again, this pike should be like here, you know, to block out this whole line, and this pike could be pushed up a bit further. You know, it's trying to fight there, but it's a bit weird. And then, yeah, these units are out of position. One Shotel here will easily get killed by, like, all three of these units. So I think they just attack, flank, this unit can come, this pike should come over in here, because, like, they're going to lose this blob. It's going to be bad for me, especially right here where I don't have any pikes. Of course, he doesn't have any Shotels really there either, so it's okay. But my pikes are not in the best position. Let's see how the pikes come down. Over here, you got cav fights still going on. Just want to see. Yeah, pikes are good here. This is easy. So, yeah, that's a good fight for me. A general, 44 men, so it's not terrible. Here it does get, yeah, again, nice javelins here onto the flank of this pike. It kills 25 men, 26 men, so yeah, that was really good. But the Shotel will be ISO here and just probably die. But I'm committing a lot of resources to do that, so I have to hold in the center. Here I try to get like this nice downhill charge on his general. He got javelin in the back, but my archers are not close enough here to fight this. He also baits the charge nicely. I countercharge properly though. Oh no, I don't. So yeah, this is bad. There's like 7 cav here. I didn't get a good charge. I will have infantry support though, so that's nice. And my archers can still fight here. But yeah, it's not great. Here his cavalry is retreating. He has infantry in this fight. I have infantry support coming, but this cav has lost some men as well. Here I do pull out the Nabataea Noble Cav that didn't get a charge, so I'm gonna be fine in these fights. Archers trying to get some shots. Nice shots down the hill. This Kush guard is quite weak, so this is all fine. But now this cav is like trying to sneak through. I think I have everything locked down. Over here, let's quickly look. I'm pulling out units to cycle. My pikes are still healthy. This is fine. This pike's still pretty healthy. This sword, you know, was losing, but now a pike comes in and kind of deals with that. His Shotels are getting owned, you know, surrounded here, so that's fine. I have a flanking unit here. He does have 1 Shotel in reserve to block that. Over here, though, his cav, you know, if this unit breaks, there could be a breakdown in the center, so I'm shifting more units here. But everything's looking pretty fine so far, I'd say. Getting another charge on his general, focusing it down. This Kush guard's losing. So yeah, everything's still fine. But now he starts slipping through with units, and this is where things start to get like a little bad. This hoplite is trying to chase this unit down. He's into my archers. The archers aren't firing, so now his cavalry is going to start getting better. I'm trying to get a second charge here into this unit, which is good. But now he's just going to unload on my general here, I think. Yeah, you can see close range, focus fire. And the general is just not in a good place here. He has better infantry support. My general is like all over the place. I try to get him out. But you can see also, at the same time, these units start getting attacked in the rear, which is sort of bullshit, because it's just like this Shotel warrior here. But they really do not like the situation. Also, these guys are just losing because he has his pike in here. This is good. His pike is a good counter for my pike. He can push in there and start dealing damage with, you know, with their own pikes. So this part of the battle is fine. This part is fine, you know, because my hoplite's there, but my general is taking significant losses. And these cav fights should be actually pretty good for me. But, you know, this part of the battle where he has a lot of units is going to start to collapse pretty quickly. However, I'm also winning here, so nothing terrible yet, I would say. I'm also, you know, these swords are pretty healthy. This pike is healthy. This pike stabilizes here as well. These pikes, you know, lose and start to rout. That's okay. I can always, you know, this unit's coming into that rear charge, so that's nice. His general also down to 30 men. My general down to 28. I'm trying to bail him, you know, get him out of there. But he dies. Yeah, so he dies with 26 men in the unit. Pretty unlucky, I'd say. Like the unit's over here. So, yeah, but he dies, and this is gonna be, you know, really bad. Units were already wavering over here. They're just gonna break. This whole line's gonna break, and then everything breaking is gonna cause more routes. So you'll see how absolutely quickly this just turns. Like a second ago, it was fine. He's not great, but it was fine. All my archers are still alive. But now everything's just gonna go to shit because the general dies. And, you know, a lot of the men are losing in combat, the infantry, but just holding on. And now, I mean, everything breaks here. So now he has like 6 units free. My archers, look at the morale on these guys. Yellow, red morale, just because they got charged by a cav and the gen died. My cav's trying to come in here and bail him out, but he has a lot of units here, and slingers are still focusing. All my cav just starts to waver en route, and pretty quickly, the game is pretty fucked. I mean, yeah, everything's just routing here. These fights were going in my favor, but, you know, the hoplite, their routes as well, like probably, yeah, 57 men, and they're gone. So they would have been able to hold this at bay. If the general didn't die, right, the hoplite and the sword that were fighting in this fight, hold all these infantry off, I'm able to kill these cav. These units, you know, survive a bit longer, the pikes, because yeah, everything just broke. They were winning in some of these fights, and they're gone. And then my archers can survive and potentially hold on. His general's also in a lot of trouble here with 18 men. These cav fights probably were in my favor, but now they're not. And yeah, everything just turns to shit, so this is a good lesson in what the general dying can do for a faction like Nabataea, which has absolute trash morale. Like, every morale is absolute trash. My noble cap 55 morale, archers 40 morale, the axe warriors 50 morale, the swords have 35 morale, the hoplites 55 morale, so yeah, no good morale on any of these units, and everything just fucking dies. And you can see all the units routing with huge numbers of men in the unit. That's unfortunate. His general, I think, maybe dies here, but he has more than enough to win. All his slingers are alive, so yeah. Won't be able to save enough here, so yeah. He wins the second game, so that was pretty nice. That was, you know, how the cav rush can work. The slingers focusing the gen, everything kind of the way I think Biyishun wanted to play it. And yeah, again, my infantry was holding, my pikes were holding, but I think I was still a bit too slow to shift. I was flanking with a lot of units, and you don't really want to flank because it just takes too long. You need to just hold the line for the archers and the cav to win. So, yep, 1-1, looking at the kills, like my cav, yeah, it's not doing very well at all. His cav, not doing great either, but again, he has more. Slingers, nice kills, archers, nice kills, I mean, that's fine. And then you can see Shotel's just pretty healthy and not really a problem there, so yeah, so now game 3, and this time I do get the hill for the only time in the series. But I guess let's just compare what happens in this game versus the other game, the last game. And so, yep, moving again. This time, Biyishun is doing exactly the same thing I was doing. He's shifting this way, trying to get the hill, but you can see I'm a lot more proactive and just kind of blocking this. I don't shift to match him, I shift to meet him over here, so he can't run up the hill and try to get like an engagement like this where you're kind of on the same elevation. So, yep, just shifting. Not trying to run, but he's running, so I kind of have to run here. Of course, you don't want to, you know, I'm just trying to keep my units fresh, but they all have the desert bonus, so it's okay. Yeah, it's not going to make them tired faster than normal or anything, so they'll be totally fine running a little bit. And now, yeah, I just want, you know, because like the hoplites are quite slow, swords are a bit slow, so yeah, they need to get over here. And yeah, I guess one thing I did here was put the axe. Oh no, I just totally fucked this up actually. Both the swords are on the right flank, that was a mistake. But anyway, I pulled back here because I didn't want the slingers to shoot my infantry while I was still forming. Now I can, he also is doing this weird thing, not sure why he decided to do this, but he put his slingers in this very thick formation, maybe to give them additional like mobility, so they can like turn around and shoot my units a bit more easily, but they're still in the front, so they're going to get targeted by my archers here, and they're just going to take massive damage, because they're all only 10 armor, 45 health, so they're just going to eat shit super fast. He's all trying to run them away, so they're going to take shots at the back, and yeah, so there's a lot of men there. Trying to shoot the cav as well, but he gets out, and he takes a couple arrows there. But, yeah, he's moving around. Gonna be able to... Yeah, he's seeing my infantry, but yeah, there's no tons of archers and slingers here. I'm totally fine. Again, I'm wasting this ammo, especially when he's in such a thick formation, and it's just easy kills. And again, you can see what the slingers did to my general in the last game was pretty devastating. So, I mean, these slingers are just going to be absolutely annihilated. Pretty much. Gonna miss some shots though. No, they're all hitting shots. So yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. He didn't fire like almost a single shot, and now he's retreating them. So that seems like it's kind of always. So yeah, this time you can see also, he's not yet rotating, but I'm also more aligned with his army, so that's a good start. Now I'm trying to shoot his cav. They're in range, so sure. But I see that he might try to rush me here, so I try to pull back my archers and like, stabilize. But you can see they're kind of in a weird formation because of the angles they were at, so it's not great. I see that charge coming, but he also... Do I take this? This is probably weird. Alright, so this is a fine charge, and then I'm also going to get another charge over here, so yeah, trying to get in. Again, just committing everywhere. My infantry support's a bit better here. This charge sort of connects, so it's kind of weird, but my infantry support's really far back, so this is not good. You can own this cav, you can kill this cav. I mean, you can see, yeah, I lose tons of cav here, this is not great. But over here, he didn't do the shifting thing in this game. He's fighting everywhere. So this is going to be a bit of a different dynamic. Here I'm going to get a nice charge into Showtells. This is exactly what we want to see. You can see my pikes are already trying to line up with the Showtells, although they're doing a poor job at the moment. But yeah, this is a nice charge. Look at this unit not charging properly. That's silly. Anyway, we get in. I sort of bait this out. I'm going to hit him with a hoplite here instead. This cav is doing a phenomenal job of just staying alive. Allowing my infantry to come. He should probably just retreat. I can retreat 2 of these units at least. He also has another cav on the flank, so maybe just charge in, but okay. So yeah, I'm getting the better of the engagements over here. I can flank this unit here, he doesn't have much support. All my cav is shifting. My archers have not gotten many shots yet. But this Kush Rail Guard's taking damage. I already took a lot of damage on this cav though. I'm just gonna go and try to kill this armored desert cav. Don't know if I'm gonna be successful in that. Might just lose, yeah, probably gonna lose. But I have infantry support, more cav support. But it's not great at the moment. I'm trading a lot of cav. And I don't really want to be trading cav more as I want to be, you know, eliminating his cav with archers and stuff. But I'm doing that a bit now. These hoplites are in a nice position. Really didn't get any, oh, I got 13 kills, so yeah, and this cav is just dead. This cav is also dying. Another thing, he left his cav in melee a bit too long. Like, these cavs should be getting out. Does he have one? Yeah, he has this cav. And this was probably saving me, actually, considering how poorly my cav kind of got baited in on this flank. Like, lost a lot of extra men. But he also left his men in for too long in a lot of places, so that's quite good for me. Here comes the flank on this Shotel. Obviously owning my armored desert hoplite, but now it's going to get a javelin in the rear, and rear charge, so that's good. My general comes in here, but I'm like, I do not want to repeat last game, so I charge in and then just instantly bail with my gen. Over here, yeah, these cav are going to be doing fine. 33 against 37. This cav is pretty full. This cav is pretty full. And my general's full, so yeah, only lost one. I guess I lost a cav. Yeah, one cav died to his armored desert cav. But that's okay, I guess. Not great. But he's also taken a lot of casualties. You can see this cav, 23, already lost one of his elite cav. His general's healthy. This and all these cav are probably going to lose. The other thing is, the infantry fights are going pretty decently. Here, am I shooting him in the back? Yeah, I'm just shooting this pike in the back. Because, like, it's a free target. I reformed my pike unit. 96 men lose wavering. Like, that's crazy. Over here, yeah, this Shotel's gonna start to drop massively. I get another charge on his spears. And in the center, I'm just winning. The pike sword combo is just doing a really good job here. Holding the center down. On the flanks, he has no infantry. He's keeping his spears, like, really far back, but you can see also, like, where are his Shotels? 1, and then 2, 3, 4. They're all blobbed up here, so he's not getting a lot of space by doing this. He's just fighting in one location. He is going to rear charge this pike, and of course they're going to start to almost instantly like waver. I kill off his Kushite slave infantry for free. His general's like trying to commit, but he doesn't really want to. I commit my cav into this fight just so he can't run away. I have infantry in here, so this is really good. Here he might go for something, but my cav is already out of here, so again I have infantry support, and now I'll just commit onto his general and time down. My general is coming over here, but then I'm like, actually maybe that's not a good idea. I should be winning all these cav fights. I like try to flank around here as well. His showtells are still healthy, but again, they're all in one place, so it's gonna be hard for him to do something. I recharged this pike unit, so it's like 3. Now I charge again, so a lot of charging, like 1, 2, 3 charges there. Nicely done. Gets this pike into the action as well, and it can just like go chase off these slingers thing. I bait his charge in here, although not really well, but I get my general out of there is the most important thing. Again, here his cav is just dying. I try to go for his slingers, but he does block the charge quite nicely, but this cav's not gonna die there. I have 2 healthy cav plus this other healthy cav, so I lost 2 cav at the beginning, but then from that point forward I was very, very safe with my cav. Didn't take a lot of losses. He stayed in these infantry fights with cav, and that just slowly ground down his cav, and now my general was, you know, totally safe out here. Just give him a quick charge here, and then come back out, and now the archers can just shoot his showtells. His showtells did quite well. You can see he's owning my infantry everywhere where they are, but they're all so blobbed up that he's not getting a lot of value out of this. His general has to commit for archers, but it does too, because 4 archers shooting him head on, everything dies. So yeah, the general's dead, and that's going to cause his army to rout. I mean, of course, he's totally lost here anyway. But yeah, I was gonna go after his slingers, this guy can kill the slingers, and yeah, I think the main problem was his showtells were so, okay, 2 problems. One, his showtells were all in one place fighting pikes, so it took them forever to do anything. They're healthy and alive, but in the meantime, I killed off 1 showtell with like all the spears on the flanks, and the second problem was my infantry was spread out, so I had infantry in the cav fights. So even though he got a nice advantage on my cav at the beginning, because I did like a kind of risky charge where I charged out too far, infantry support was far back, he then stayed in with my infantry, and the archers just started to do a lot of damage. His armored desert cav stayed in the fights in the center as well for some reason, just missed micro maybe, and that allowed me to kill a lot of his cav for free, and I had 3 healthy cav remaining. So yeah, we can see here 3 healthy cav remaining. All the archers are healthy, and the flanking units, right? The pike, or not the pike, the hoplite, and the 2 infantry units that were out on the flanks remain really healthy, and just ready to clean up his spears. And you can see his spears not doing anything. His pike did a good job, but eventually just got, you know, focused and recharged. But his cav, yeah, it's not great. This is the one Kush guard that killed one of my cav at the start, and you can see that's really nice. But no one else got anything done, so that's not great. Archer is really nice, kills everything, getting a chevron. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now 2-1, and we go to the 4th game. He's back on top of the hill, which is, you know, slight disadvantage. And he finally changes the army. I actually barely remembered this, that he changed the army. So let's, yeah, this is a massive deal. He changed the army, so let's see what he did. No, it's not much. He just went for 4 Kushite slave spearmen, 3 slave slingers, 3, you know, the same, pretty much everything the same. 3 Kushite road guard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armored desert cav. Oh, I didn't realize that. 5 armored desert cav. That's kind of crazy. So 8 cav now, 2 pikes, and 3 showtells. So really lacking in melee infantry. Now this seems risky because now I don't even need to. I can let my archers die and still win because he doesn't have enough melee infantry to stop me here. Really, I don't think. Just like 3 showtells, it's not enough. So basically, the change was -1 showtell and minus the Kushite slave infantry to get a pike and armored desert cav, basically. Does that work? Yeah, it does just about work. 860 plus 200 is like 1060, right? And then the pike is 500, the cav is 560, so yeah, it all works out. Mathematically anyway. So yeah, again, rotating here, let's skip. My army is exactly the same, no changes. Shooting slingers, all this normal stuff. He lets me get some rear shots there, but I think that is sort of unfortunate. Now we're just still rotating, and again, now I'm pretty much in a good spot. I've gotten up onto the even ground pretty much. And again, he's in this like blocked formation, so I'm like, okay, free shots on the slingers. Pretty much just repeating everything that's going on so far. Here I'm way faster at shooting his cav, which is really nice. So he's gonna take good HP damage, a few losses as well. Kiting a bit here. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna run away here. It does fuck up my formation because my archers were in the way. It's annoying, but I fix it pretty fast. Because now I'm like, okay, Slinger's like way out of this. He's letting me shoot his cav, so I'm just gonna take free shots if I can get them. away again. Because now, yeah, if he wants to catch me, right, he has to come forward with his cav. His fucking long-range javelins are actually hitting me, which is crazy. So if he wants to come forward, he has to hit me with his cav. His infantry, you know, obviously can't catch mine, really. So now I'm like, okay, free focusing fire. I fake a charge here, so see if he wants to commit. But then he turns around, and my archers are shooting here, so this is all good. Am I gonna hit? Yeah, we're gonna get some nice shots in there. Should do a good amount of damage. And now I'm like, okay, let's back up again. Still taking some javelins. Not great. Well, these cav are too close, so they're gonna get shot, but and the archers kind of glitch out there. This guy's just chasing, so I guess like he's kind of close. I do try to shift away from this unit to see if he'll just let me reform and attack this flank. What am I shooting? Yeah, I'm shooting this cav now. This other cav kind of far away. But I'm trying to reform my archers and shit, so yeah, now he looks like he finally is going to be able to catch up. Let's see, is he going to get a charge here? Yeah, so here I just like accept this. I want to get a free javelin volley. And I will, so it's really nice. 9 men dead. 15 men dead. And now my cav just countercharges, so that's cool. Yeah, so I was happy with that. You can also see another thing I've done is I put my general not in the center. He's a bit over to the right. He's rushing my left every time, so I'm like, okay, I'll put my general over here. So now if I need to make a charge in the center, normally this would be my general. He would be taking fire and stuff, but now I can leave him out and I can charge this unit instead. So that's just like a small adjustment to make sure that I don't have to commit my gen, and then, you know, if he dies, we know what happens, so. Here he gets a decent charge, but yeah, okay, he bails actually. But now he just takes like massive fire. I did charge in that unit. He didn't want to charge my hoplite, which is fair enough. But now he's just taking close range fire from my archers. Here the Shotel tried to charge in, but now he just gets collapsed off everything. Here my hoplite will just finish this off. I do need one thing he's done is I don't really have any infantry support over here at the moment. I can pull out, you know, this axe warrior or something. But yeah, at the moment, you know, the lines were glitching there. Well, again, a lot of units are out of position, so that's not great. I need to shift them because now his cav, and he does have infantry in support if he's fast, can come in here and just collapse on me. Fortunately, I can like pull this unit. Yeah, again, I don't know why it's just so laggy. Sorry about that. But yeah, I can pull some units out to help. Here's general is like the first unit in, which is never really good. I don't know why he's carrying his general so aggressively. I'm just reforming, so getting my infantry out of there, and filling the line with pikes. Over here, he has like, yeah, I'm sending everything over here. I'm like, fuck, I'm just out of position as fuck. But his cav is a bit slow, you know. Here his Shotels are getting in. This is a decent fight. My pikes though, I get them in here, so they're gonna actually be able to fight, which is really helpful. Blocking the Shotels from breaking through, which would be problematic. Here, this fight's actually fine. I get an Axe Warrior with 119 men into this fight, so now his general is actually in a bit of trouble. I juke this cav and go into the rear of his general. If he wants to like charge me here, I'll just kill him with another unit. Now I pull out all my cav, don't want them to be fighting his general for too long with my cav, my infantry and my archers can do that. He does rear charge, my noble cav here. And again, this charge, like he was just a bit late. I don't know what they're charging, but there's some unit in here, I guess. That's weird. Now he's breaking through the center. And I actually don't have a lot of cav here. A lot of my cav is like overfighting in this area. So he could possibly break through to my archers. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just like blow this unit up. That's 27 men. He's finally, I mean, he has 8 cav, right? So he has to be able to get to my archers eventually. Like, there's just no way. But he's just a bit slow. You can see I'm pushing this flank back. I'm actually winning the infantry war in this game. These Shotels are attacking the rear somehow. Don't look at that. Armored Desert Hoplites. He's not in phalanx here. That's not good. But he is threatening to get to my cav at least. So I pull out all my cav here. 1, 2, 3 units are free. To deal with, you know, 1, 2, and 3. So that seems fine. His general is out for this engagement. He has 2 more cav fighting one of my cav here. But 17 men there. 41 men there. My cav can handle this, especially with infantry in the area. So here he comes for Archer. But, you know, he'll get into 1 Archer. It's okay. Now the archers can just focus fire him. I mean, he's not going to be able to get out of here. My archers just run away. Should have been doing this order faster. Just focus this one. My general gets in here. My cav is tying this cav down. I pull this unit up, so only need one unit here to tie this down. I'll get a recharge on this unit, because yeah, this Nabataea no lookouts quite low, so now I send another one here. And the good thing is, like, he charged like this, and now, you know, this unit's gonna die, but this unit comes in here, and now he's only gonna be taking rear shots from my 3 archers. So cav rear shots are just insanely powerful. This cav is just gonna chase his general around, make sure he can't get into archers. Close range, just massive damage. You can see, like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at where his units are fighting. He could, like, run this way, you know, if he wanted to, but now he would just be chased by my cav. You would get into, like, 1 archer or something, but you would lose the unit entirely. There's not many good options here. I mean, he's just gonna die either way. I see his general in range with this unit, so I'm just gonna try to push him back. These cav are winning, so I get them out. Again, this unit just needs to chase his general around, or, you know, mark his general, essentially, make sure he can't get in. This cav tries to get in, but this cav is free, so yeah, it's all going in my favor. Like, I'm winning the infantry war, 2 free units, 3 free units of infantry. I mean, he's doing okay in the center, but, you know, I'm winning over here. Slingers are not really able to get into the fight. Everything's happening a bit too far for their range, you know? The general tries to come in for a recharge, now he just takes javelin volleys, dies, and that should be GG, so, yeah, I mean, yeah, not enough cav, so basically was able to hold on, didn't let his cav get to my archers, blocked him enough to hold the line, and now we just clean up everything. So I think, yeah, I made some small adjustments after the one game I lost, which basically was just like, I need to not lose my general, because that's like the only way that my shitty infantry is going to route easily, and if they route easily, it's just fucked, because, yeah, I'm relying on, you know, these units right here, the pikes and the swords, to hold the line, with the hoplites, of course, and support cav fights. So if they route, then my cav's just outnumbered, his showtells are breaking through, and my archers can't fire. So the one game my general dies, all these units just break. Don't even give a fuck, and then it's pretty easy for him to clean up, which he did. But in the other games, I was pretty safe. You can see here against cav, just not getting that many kills. My cav, not great kills, but again, all we need to do is survive. Let the archers get the kills, let the infantry get the kills in the cav fights, and some decent kills anyway. And just very healthy units, which means they weren't, you know, losing men to his cav, or slingers, which is crucial. Showtells, yeah, this was the worst performance by his infantry. Only 3 showtells again, so that was always going to be risky. His pikes like weren't in phalanx for some reason. Maybe just again this micro, but my swords and my hoplites did much better. Hoplites throughout the series got really good kills in pretty much every game. So yeah, they're an insanely good unit, and they really proved their worth because they, you know, they can take a cav charge, and they have, you know, spears, so they'll do good damage to cav. If they're braced, especially, they won't really have a problem being charged by, like, you know, melee cav. So anyway, it was a good series, micro heavy for sure. But anyway, I advanced to the upper bracket finals, I guess. Biyishun still alive in the lower bracket. Maybe he'll make it back. We'll see. And next up is me versus Saba in the upper bracket finals. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.